Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. I'm going to be doing the weekly reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio for the dates of December 4th through the 10th. Okay, and before we get started, let me see. Before we get started, let me start with a disclaimer. If you are under the age of 18, you need to exit this channel. I have cards with full frontal nudity, although there's no sexual connotation, and YouTube specifies that it's not for audiences under the age of 18. Okay, that being said, this is also it's a general collective reading. It's just for a smaller portion, just the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So anybody that has interaction with that sign. Okay, let's put it that way. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. You may find sometimes that it may not resonate with you today, but it may tomorrow, a couple days from now, a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years. You can find this 20 years from now. Readings are endless, are timeless. So no matter what when you find them, they're valid. That's when you were meant to find them. So the dates are really more for us to keep track of when our readings were done and how and etc. As business people. I do pre-shuffle my cards, so there shouldn't be 20 minutes of shuffling in between cards. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. And wow, somebody else just got that. And it's Rebirth is a shirt. I don't know if it was Libra or Virgo, but one of the two just got that card. And I am shuffling these cards, trust me. It's unusual how similar some of these readings are. It's crazy. Okay. All right. The second, I'm going to pull two cards from the Angels and Ancestors. Get off my computer, please. No, you may not be on that. Thank you. Sorry, craggy cat. All right, Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I'm going to pull two from that deck. Okay. And the first one is Medicine Guardian, and it tells you to open up to healing information. Okay. And for Scorpio, please. And this is another one that showed up not too long ago. It's the moon. Well, okay, we're getting ready for an eclipse, aren't we? So take note of intuitive messages. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Now the reason I pull these are for the messages are very powerful in and of themselves, but they interact with my tarot portion of the reading. It's just uncanny how it happens. So basically what I do is a 5-position spread, past, present, future, advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow the advice from Spirit. And then I follow that up by, clarifying the cards, and then sometimes I ask for extra messages from the Archangel's Oracle guides. Okay, so in the past, you have the Shadow. It's also known as the Devil card in other decks. The Shadow. These two people are very loosely bound. They just feel bound to each other. They can pull those chains off anytime they want and walk away. The Shadow is there to remind you that passion can turn to toxicity very quickly. It's just letting you know. I mean, it could very well have just been a very very passionate relationship. Okay? And that was in your past. So please tell me what's in Scorpio's present. Guide my hands. Okay, right now you are working. That's the Eight of Shields. So this is somebody that is working hard. and you're not just working hard, you're working smart, because you're earning abundance. You are mastering abundance. Okay, this can also be, I sound like a broken record this week. It's like I keep saying the same things over and over again. This also happens to be somebody that you can be an apprentice. You can still be learning your skills. Like, like you can be a painter and still be an apprentice. And then you become, I don't know, painter 1, painter 2. I think it's painter 1, painter 2, painter 3, something like that. And then journeyman. Okay, I don't remember how the process works, but whoever this is, they've mastered their craft enough, and they're making abundance from that. Now, that can be whatever you do for a living. This can be some business that you are trying to attain. This may be something that you are learning. But if you look back here in the back, those ships are coming in. Those are your ships. Okay, so Spirit, please guide my hand. Scorpio, future. Okay, and again, so this could be some kind of training, because again, I have the Ace of, here it's called the Ace of Shields. She's looking at it very intently. She's studying it. She's studying everything about it. She's looking for any flaws, imperfections, so that she won't have that happen again. Again, this can be the Apprentice card, the Learning card, but it's also in other decks it would be called the Page of Pentacles. It can be a communication coming in about said business, about business. It could be about finances. It's typically about material things. Like your home. It's your abundance, your ability to care for yourself. And that is usually it can also be an apprenticeship. So, you could be getting offered an apprenticeship. But you're learning, and you're taking your time. You're learning every little step, every little nook and cranny, how to make this work. How come that there's that flaw there? How do I never have that happen again? Things of that nature. Okay, so, oh, wow. Spirit's advice is to accept this cup of love that's coming in for you. You have a passionate, not passionate, that would be, but this is basically based on relationships. This is love. It doesn't always have to be romantic love. It's typically linked with romantic love, but it can be love of self. It can be love of family. It can be love of anything, but it is, again, you have two aces, or no, that's not an ace, that's a page. But you have communication coming in about abundance, but sometimes love is abundance. And this is definitely a possible new beginning in some kind of love, okay? And this cup is self-filling. One of those streams is running upwards. It's also reminiscent of the 5 rivers of Ireland. And this is Celtic tarot, so they're legends. I think what I'm going to do is start seeing about doing some videos about some of these legends. And try to at least give you a decent background so you understand some of the reason, the way the cards are doing that. Or the reason the cards are the way they are. Okay? Sorry, I just think it might help people. Alright, so the most probable outcome, if you take Spirit's advice, is victory. That is forward move. That's Chariot. That's a major Arcana card coming on the heels of an ace. So this is forward movement. This is willpower. It's also yin and yang. There's this balance here. She's driving that chariot without reins. And it's hard enough to put a team of horses through that without reins. You have to really concentrate, because one wants to go this way and the other one wants to go this way. So sometimes it's that's a kind of a physical job. It also takes a lot of willpower. And mental acuity. You got to be paying attention. I'll dart on you like nobody's business. But the point is, she's moving that. This is forward movement and victory. Okay? And that is, that's what the cards are showing for you, Scorpio. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. So I'm assuming you have come out of that relationship with that shadow. Okay, and you've healed yourself and you're now working on your abundance. Okay, and then if you follow this path, it's telling you birth is, the rebirth is being reassured. This is also telling you to follow your intuitive messages. You'll know when this message comes in, when this comes in, etc., etc. But you have to be open to healing. Okay, you have to be open to healing information. I told you these cards work together. It's amazing. It's like, it's really kind of cool. So you have to heal. If you're still in any lingering of this energy around, you need to heal it and you know, send it on its way, because it is time for you to be reborn. It is time for you to move on, get your Ace of Cauldrons, and move forward with victory. Okay? So let's clarify some of these cards. There we are. This is the Marchetti. Can't remember the name of it. It's the Royale, Tarot Royale. All right, so Spirit, please help me clarify the shadow for Scorpio. Ooh, Judgment. See, now judgment's different than justice. Judgment just means that Spirit has decided in your favor, and they're bringing something in for you, because where you were is not where they want you to be. They really don't want us in all this negative energy. The idea is to heal, for everybody to heal. Oh, and by the way, this eclipse moon, I don't know a lot about it, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't know about the eclipse, but I think full moons you release, new moons you set your intentions, but don't quote me on that, because I obviously need to take a class on that or something. I need to learn more about it, because it really does affect people. I mean, it's been intense for me. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, we're having an eclipse," and I'm like, "Well, and a full moon." I'm like, "Huh, sure, that's got something to do with it. I just don't know what it has to do with it." So I guess it's time for me to follow my own advice and practice what I preach, right? And learn how to follow those. Okay, so you were stuck in this hangman position for quite a while, it looks like, but you did finally find a different perspective. You looked at it from a different perspective, and I think that's when you became abundant. Because don't you fall? Because here, oh, are you serious? Yeah, they're serious. Holy Toledo. They said they gave me the moon for you. I'm moving this one over here for now. I don't need it. Okay. The moon. And that is facing your fears. And again, it's counterpart to this moon, which is take note of intuitive messages. And like I said, this is also a healing process. And if you do it, then your birth is reassured. So whatever you did, you had to have faced your fears to get to this point. Okay, so this really did happen. And you closed a cycle. You closed a cycle at some point. Or you are in the process of closing a cycle, because this is showing up at the present. So it's telling you, if you haven't faced your fears, it's probably going to be a group that has and a group that hasn't. Then you need to do that. And it's basically about your wild side compared to your tame side. But you got to walk through those pillars. Okay? You can't go anywhere. You can't close the cycle until you walk through those pillars. And walking through those pillars means you have to face your fears, because those are very large animals in your way. But if you look, they're not really looking at you. They're looking up too. They're mesmerized by the moon, so you can probably just rock on by and they'll never notice, which will help you close that cycle. Look at that, the world. Okay, again, that is 2 major arcana on one pull. These, every one of these clarifiers so far is a major arcana card. This means this is a very, very, very important message, because the next one is the High Priestess, which is a major arcana card, and that is talking about following your intuition. And look at that, you know, that moon there, and here we go again with the intuitive messages from the moon. And then just in case you missed it, there's another major arcana card, and that's the Magician. When you can face your fears, close that cycle, and learn to follow your intuition, you will become the magician, and you will be able to manifest these things. And in your future, you're going to be learning. Okay? So, please clarify. I don't usually take that many cards, but I mean, which major arcana do you choose not to? So, the Page of Shields. Now you have the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever you've done and closed, if you follow this, you are going to learn those skills, and that is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. That's going to be abundant new beginning in probably business, material things. Okay. I'm going to say either opening your own business, or you're learning everything you need to know about the business that you're in. And then, imagine that. There's a cup. That's the cup. But you're at the 4 cups. You're looking down. You're so busy studying this shield that it's like he's so busy studying that book, he didn't even realize there was a cup in his face. It's like, hello? You know, Spirit's trying to give you a gift, if you're like, wow, how long is that cup in there? You know, and this is the cup it's trying to offer you. So please, that's so cute. Let's clarify the Ace of Cauldrons. Again, we have the Chariot energy. So, we have 1 minor arcana with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, no, I'm sorry, 2. 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a big reading. And again, this is the Chariot. It's forward movement. It's victory. It's willpower. And it's through willpower. Okay? And this is the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles is somebody that is now, remember here, she's learning, she's apprenticing. This one's so studious, he misses the cup that's coming. And then the Chariot comes in, and this is because whoever it was did do all that work. They did study. And now the 3 of Pentacles, which is shields in the other deck, it can come in because you've mastered your craft, okay? You've mastered whatever it is that you do for a living, you know, whatever, or you've taken higher classes or something of that nature, okay? And you've mastered it, and now you can really make your abundance. So you're moving forward with victory, okay? Now, be careful, because the Devil card came up, which is back to the shadow card. So that means that whoever was in your past might try to pop back up. Okay? Or it may be somebody else, a new devil. That's a really handsome devil there. Okay? I mean, because why would they send a devil that was ugly? If they want to tempt you off your path. Yeah, so again, you need to transition. You may face this again in the future. Just decide that cup of love that's coming in. Don't let, I think what it's saying is to move forward. Don't go to the past, because that was your past. Okay? Because the past may be coming in for you. And you need to let that die. That's death. And with that comes rebirth. And if you continue to move on with, oh my God, if you continue to move on, all right, rebirth is assured. And if you continue to do this, okay, just beware, because just because you get through a stage doesn't mean that the devil's not waiting around to knock you down. Okay? And that can be a human or whatever, or come back in. Especially if you're making money, then they really want to come back in, because they realize, oh, wait a minute, how did I give that up? Well, damn, you know? But if you continue on this and you move forward with willpower, direction, this is forward movement and victory, you will overcome that devil. And you will transition out. You close these cycles, etc. And you will have rebirth. And with that rebirth, you get the Sun, another major Arcana card. Okay? And that is your ultimate happiness. Okay? I almost don't even need to put angel clarifiers up here, but we're going to ask Spirit for some source messages. These are the Archangel Oracle cards. Oh. Man, that's the third time that's come up in a row. Indigo and Crystal Children. Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Okay, and maybe that's what you're studying for. Or maybe you just have a way with kids, especially sensitive kids. And all is well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Okay? And it's telling you to set crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay, and that's where this comes. The devil and the death card comes in. You have to be unwavering, because you can't let anything break your concentration away from you steering that chariot, moving it forward to victory. And that's what that devil's going to try to do. Hey, come on back. No. You move forward and you let that relationship or whatever the devil is to you, you let that die. You close that cycle, and you're going to have, you will have happiness. And it's telling you, you have to focus on it with unwavering faith, and that's where your rebirth is reassured. Wow. That's an intense read. So, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, that's pretty much said it all. I hope you... and it's all right. Everybody's cards have just been wild this week. It's been intense. So, I think I'm going to have to do some studying about moons and moon cycles. I hope you liked it. I hope this touches you. I know this has answered somebody's question, at least four that I could feel. I could feel different energies. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the little bell icon so that you get notifications. I'm sorry it ran so long. I've been trying to keep these reads a little shorter, but apparently it's not going to work this week. It's just going to come out the way it is. So, like I said, I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. And like I said, subscribe, and share it, and hit the bell icon. It really helps the channel exponentially. Thank you for watching and have a great night.